Caliber Circus is presumably the least expensive one on the strip. It usually costs from $10 to $19 each night. People, the Super Bowl was insanely expensive, with prices as high as $800 per night, but this video we have a lot to discuss. Listen. Down ever since I left. You should really take a few days off and spend them on crypto. It seems as though everything has changed drastically since your return. I have to talk about a BlackRock. We're going to talk about the ETF and upcoming delays. SEC versus Ripple, as we're going to discuss a thread where someone is claiming that ODL is pretty much dead and that people who partner with Ripple aren't using demand liquidity, not even Ripple's own company in Asia. But we have some updates on the lawsuit regarding demand liquidity. Some alternative viewpoints on this, since we believe that this account is completely false and XRP is set to soar. However, why is it, in our opinion, an ex-Ripple? An ex-Ripple employee may have some knowledge of what the company has been up to with XRP behind the scenes and what is set to be revealed for XMP, the employee informed us. Then to a person with roughly 300 followers on Twitter. How do you proceed? Consider that. Remain calm and settle in. Let's dive right into this. With Ethereum trading at $2,374 over the last 24 hours, Bitcoin 43, 2, and 4 are currently at 0.59%. This is roughly 1.45% more than USD and USDC, which are both at 99 cents, as XRP is a mean lean 50 cents too for $1. You have a moment, it's up. While I was away, 0.16% of the total cryptocurrency market capitalization turned green, and we now like green $1,681 billion. Solana, I think, was the one that fell. Once more, it appears that Solana is constantly declining, which is really intriguing. Additionally, when Solana declines, so does its price. However, everyone acts as though nothing unusual has happened, which is strange, but that is the situation we find ourselves in. Solana recovers after a cryptocurrency price decline, and I suppose everyone agrees that this is the coolest thing to do in the crypto world. That's my adjustment. Wonderful morning to all of you who have returned from Vegas. I'll tell you something, man, sleeping in your own bed feels wonderful. I won't lie. Many Lux Lions NFT orders during my absence, which is why I advise you to sign up for the Discord so that everyone is aware of my movements. Several orders that need to be completed. I think it was more than 50 or so. Orders that were placed starting on Friday and continuing through, this morning. This is not a mob. It's an 80s mob, tier. TI has to contort. These people have quite a few collections, so you'll want to handle one. Give you an additional pack every month, that's the charm of this endeavor, which also involves a metaverse arrangement with there may be another incorporation on the way. The newest NFTs on the XRP ledger are another new passive revenue stream joining the Lux Lions ecosystem. With the recent agreement we came to, we, the biggest project, are vying for the top slot. We have some exciting news. I am currently working with the same business that brought Cool Cats to fame and glory during their Macy's Day Parade. It's not far off 5 movers. After just 17 days of debut, Rock, ETF, and R&D are among the top 5 states on this list. Char's Bitcoin Trust rose to the top 5 trading exchanges. The only funds above $3.2 billion in year-to-date inflows are the funds for 2024 based on inflows. EY shares ETFs. People, these exchange-traded funds, ETFs, are just going to get bigger and bigger. More ETFs will be disclosed and added to the cryptocurrency ecosystem than what we have already seen. Nothing as of yet. We've seen Bitcoin, and we've always known that it was the first thing people felt like the Bitcoin ETFs would experience. After that, well, it's quite straightforward. Following that, we plan to purchase another ETF. It may be an XRP ETF or an Ethereum ETF. People, how about an XLM ETF? The purpose of this implies that there will be other ETFs available besides Bitcoin. The cryptocurrency market will develop. As that is all being uttered very quickly, in front of your very eyes, and everything. With our development, we still have a very significant opportunity to claim that we are ahead of the curve. The SEC, they postponed an additional application for an Ethereum ETF, and they ought to be postponing the ETF applications given what Stephen DeRoth has done with the boring SLO is that they have brought to life all the corruption, deception, and misdirection that the Ethereum Foundation has been engaged in. This is especially true in light of the most recent news from the Ethereum Foundation, which specifically mentions Vitalik Buterin and Joseph Lwang funding hacker wallets just prior to hacking the exchange Gatecoin and profiting greatly from it. At this point, Vitalik is currently in hiding. In Montenegro, they say, he declines to respond. Do you have any questions about this? Have you ever been the target of a serious accusation regarding the fact that you think you know pretty much everything? Financing the hack or the operation, you would come out and take care of that, right? Would you not come and kick me in the butt right away? Go outside and say, listen. I am aware of how this appears. It's not what it seems, but it's not horrible. It's not perhaps it was a joke to make fun of. At the end of the day, I'm 99.9% positive that yes, he was involved, and they believed that this would never come to light, and they look a lot like they're trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. How long have they been free? Without any investigation being conducted. Every necessary investigation, including checking into this and now looking back. It's that simple, always comes back to hit you in the butt, people. Never imagined he would escape unscathed and untarnished. So, if I were in the US and I were considering these businesses, they would be scot-free. Wanting to develop an Ethereum ETF and approaching me, whoa, hold your horses, I'll say. Here, I believe that further research on the Ethereum Foundation is necessary. Before we allow an ETF, what are all of these claims that are becoming public? For the purpose of this video, stop by right now. We'll move on to Ripple SEC liquidity for the sake of time. Ripple, no, we'll discuss that in the upcoming video, but for now, let's touch on this XRP, it's an X-Ripple. Workers, that's correct, Dad, he's a girl. Sean, good for you, he's XRPX, look at Ripple and Amazon, he's not truly XRP. He supports XRP, but you already know what I'm saying. In this article, he claims that there will be significant announcements from Ripple and XRP in the upcoming days. Yeah, non-Ripple shareholders, you can all STFU because, indeed, significant news is forthcoming, he replies. I'm going to send this to myself in a day. XRP is on the verge of exploding, so if you have nothing constructive to say, feel enraged. I personally like this individual. I enjoy his speech pattern. I appreciate his no-nonsense approach, but what's fascinating about this is that, prior to my knowledge of this, my TA guy emailed me a chart while I was in Vegas. I was looking at this CH and wondering, what's the catalyst here? Why am I getting this CH for my TA guy, he asks, and he sends me a charge just before something significant occurs. With a strong move, we get a former employee of Ripple telling you that XRP is going to blow out. Observe our current location. We're touching the bottom right now. As you can see, we're going to launch this thing out of here with great force. The target zone up or the sweet spot, this is the subject I have been discussing. Nearly that $6 zone. When we examine this is the next step that will take us to the $145 to $150 range that I have been talking about for a while. You can see the pattern over here. The first pitch stop for XRP is located exactly at this range point, bullet number 8. This is the hypothetical chart for Livermore. This is the situation that arises. We refer to this as accumulation. We are in the cylinder with the winding module. We are in there, and when we reach the bottom, boom, we will blow up. People, XRP is poised to surge and make a significant move. It was once on the charts. What happens when we enter that zone? Take a deep breath, de-stress, and settle down. Then, after that, we receive another strong push-up. Thanks for watching. Take care.